Hi guys, it's Amy aka Dreadlock Mama coming at you with an update. It took me a little while longer than anticipated because I was waiting on my insurance and the doctor's office to figure some things out. But I have such an exciting announcement. I have been approved for surgery. Woo! I'm so excited, I can't stand it. I was really nervous for a while. I think I shared with you guys there had been some change ups with my insurance and I wasn't really sure how things were going to translate, and I was right partially because in the middle of all those change ups, all of my documentation that my doctor's office had submitted got lost. And so that's what took so long. I probably would have been able to make this update like 2 weeks ago, but because that paperwork got lost, the doctor's office had to call, find out what was going on. I was calling the insurance, I was calling them, was bugging the snot out of everybody, which is what I tell you guys to do if you're not getting the answers that you need. It's good to be proactive. It's not good to be rude, but it's good to be proactive. So we were able to get the mystery figured out where the documentation had went, because my doctor's office kept telling me they got it. They gave me a number for it, a number to track the progress of the claim, and still every time I would call the insurance they would say we've not received anything yet. So it did get lost in the computer system somehow, but they were able to get it figured out, and I've got my approval for surgery. I don't have a date yet though. I wish I was coming to you with an exact date. I go for pre-op testing this next Tuesday on the 20th. I know that they are going to be taking blood. I know that they're going to be doing an upper GI scope. I know that they're going to be doing an H. pylori test. And then there's a whole other segment of testing that's going to be done. I don't know what all they're going to be putting me through. Probably going to be probing me in all kinds of ways, but I'll tell you about it later. That's okay. I feel pretty good about it. So one thing I want to share with you before I go too far though, because I want to be helpful to those of you that are starting out this process. So in that letter, I noticed something that I thought, man, if I was still on omeprazole, I would really have wanted to know that much sooner. So what it was, the H. pylori test that they do, which H. pylori is kind of a bad bug you can have in your system that a lot of times is what causes such bad GERD, or for you to get ulcers in your esophagus or your stomach, and they need to get rid of that before surgery, so that's why they test for that. Anyways, the test for H. pylori is done in a few ways. You can do a breath test for H. pylori, and you can do a stool sample. We all hate stool samples. So anyways, in the letter it said that if you are on medication for GERD, that you have to stop it 14 days prior to your testing, or you can't do the breath test. You have to do the stool sample. So luckily, once I got the lupus under control, or God help me get the lupus under control, all that bad acid reflux and GERD that I struggled with for so long got way better, and I was able to go off of omeprazole. I still am choosing to do Roux and White instead of gastric sleeve, because I don't ever want heartburn issues again, and I did have ulcers in my esophagus and all that. So anyways, but I've not had to be on it for a long time, thank God, so I don't have to worry about that. But a lot of you are on Prevacid or omeprazole or some form of GERD or acid reflux medication. So just so you know that when it gets close to time, you have a feeling you're going to be getting your approval and getting ready to go in for pre-op surgery, make sure you quit taking that medication. At least that's what my surgery center asked for. If not, you'll be digging through your poo. And that's no fun. Digging through poo is not fun. That's what I should call this video. Anyway, so, sorry, that's probably TMI. Let's see. So, one reason why I feel a lot better about my pre-op testing than what I did for a little while is I'm feeling so much better. I don't know if you guys can tell that in this video. I've got a new phone, so if the lighting looks better, probably not. It's because of that. But I think you can tell beyond just a better video quality that I feel better. So what happened was I was really kind of feeling down and sluggish. I was getting really bad lesions on my skin that looked like psoriasis. I had been diagnosed with dermatitis years ago, but it was pretty mild. It was just on my face. And then all of a sudden, over the last several months, I've just had like lesions, and my skin's felt like lizards again. I'm just gonna be truthful. All over my chest, all down my back. It's really awful. And so I was kind of worried that it was symptoms that the lupus was active. So I was trying not to think about that because, like I said, I'm just claiming I'm completely healed from that. I never have to worry about that again. But I really was starting to worry. So my husband and I had the chance to go see an herbalist because I'm all about trying to stay away from pharmaceutical medication if you can. Not that pharmaceutical medication's the devil and you can't take it. It's not what I'm saying. Sometimes you need it. But if I can find a natural alternative, I try to do that. So my husband and I went to see an herbalist, and she was really, really great. I've seen a few herbalists in my life. You know, they had some good information to share, but this lady was really talented in what she did. She was able, I mean, without any information from me, without knowing who I am at all, she was able to call out a lot of my issues just right on the nose. So anyways, to make a long story short, she put me on a cleanse. And I'll try to get a picture of that and insert that. Let's see, I'll step aside. Ooh, see the picture of it? Right there. Okay, so I'll try to put a picture of that right here. It's a 15-day herbal cleanse. I'm actually gonna take 2 of them. They have a 30-day cleanse, but it's not as potent. But this is an herbal cleanse that has all kinds of goody good in it to clean out your liver, to clean out your gut. A lot of times these skin symptoms are a sign of psoriasis, seborrheic dermatitis. These skin systems are, these skin problems a lot of times are symptoms of an overgrowth of a certain kind of yeast in your system. And if you know anything about having candida in your system, yeast in your system, you know it can make you feel really bad in general. So it helps clean that out if that's an issue. If you have parasites, which is a lot more common than what you think. I personally live out in the country. We have chickens, we have other livestock, and we drink from a well and all those things. So I'm probably at a little bit higher risk. I don't know, maybe my well water is way better for me than your city water, but and she did at one point kind of reach in and push on where my colon would be, and it sent me through the roof. Like I almost threw up. And she was like, yeah, you have a lot of inflammation around your colon, and see, that's not good, guys. That stuff kills you. So anyways, went on this cleanse. It's pill form. Take a couple pills in the morning, a couple pills in the evening, all goody good herbs. And I'm gonna do another 15-day round after this, and I feel so much better, and my skin is clearing up. Let's see what else. Okay, so I don't like wearing regular deodorant because of the aluminum in it, and I don't want to get breast cancer. And so I have started using natural deodorant. I'm still having a lot of trouble controlling, you know, that smell. Let's be real here. So anyways, that's what you're gonna get on my channel, is real. And so after I started taking this cleanse, I noticed that even my own body odor smells better. It's weird, but I guess it's just because you're detoxifying your system. You're just much cleaner inside, which is awesome. I love that thought. So I feel much more equipped to go in for this pre-op testing. So it's something you might think about. I'm not telling you that it's definitely going to work and this is what you should do, but I know that I feel a lot better. I feel like if there was anything, whether it's H. pylori or whether it's yeast or anything kind of involving my intestines or stomach that doesn't need to be there, I feel like I'm being proactive in making sure that's all cleared up before I go in and have the surgery. So, okay. So I think I'm gonna be, in the meantime, while I'm waiting on getting my surgery, which by the way, they estimate will be sometime around the first week of April. Until that time, I want to make sure that I don't have such long gaps without giving you any videos, but I also don't want to bore you to death by going over the same junk. So I might do some more like vloggy kind of videos. I don't know that I'm that cool or that I have a cool enough life that you're going to want to follow me around and see what I do, but I do have 5 kids that still live at home. My husband and I have 8 between the 2 of us, so there's never a dull moment around here. And we live on a little farm out here. I homeschool the kids. I'm a singer, so I may show you some of that. I I don't know. We'll do some fun stuff though in the meantime so that you're not waiting so long for me to upload content. I will upload another dreadlock video here soon because I promised you that we would talk about washing your dreadlocks and we would talk about dreadlock maintenance. So I want to make sure I don't go too long without doing that. And then when I actually get a surgery date, I'll be on here updating you just to let you know my stats. I always forget to do that and I have to go back and refilm. I'm not going to refilm this, but I will give you my stats now. I am 40 years old, 41. I turned 41 February 6th. Don't even want to think about it. Okay, I'm 41 years old. I am 5'2". Some say 5'2.5". I like to dream, but let's be real, I'm 5'2". And when I went into the surgery center about 7 months or so ago, 8 months ago, I weighed in at 298.7, so right there at 300 pounds. Then the last time I went in during my supervised weight loss program, which was about a month ago, I weighed right around 280 pounds, right in there. So that's where I'm at right now. I believe still. I've not been getting on the scale. It really wouldn't do me much good because my scale is so far off from the surgery center scale, but I feel like my clothes are still fitting pretty much the same. I don't think I've lost anymore just because I probably haven't been as disciplined now that I'm not having to journal everything that I eat. So it shows me the importance of doing that, and that's something that I think I need to get started again and carry on into my weight loss journey, because it really does open your eyes and help you stay more disciplined on your calorie count and everything. So I'll have a more accurate weight for you when I go in for my pre-op testing. I'll give you guys an update as soon as I know my surgery date, and until then I'll try to do some more vlog type videos. If there's anything that you want to see, you want me to sit down at the piano and sing you a song that I wrote, if you're wanting to see how we homeschool, anything you're interested in, comment down below, and we'll see if we can just have a little bit of fun until I start those weekly, at least weekly, update videos for my weight loss journey. So guys, I don't know where you're at in your journey. You may have already had surgery. You may be just now thinking about whether or not surgery is right for you. I can't tell you yet what it's going to be like after surgery, but I can tell you that I've seen so many people on here that it has completely transformed their life, and I know I'm really excited. So I recommend it. As of right now, I recommend it. I think that you should just go for it. You know what? Life is too short to sit around feeling self-conscious and not being able to move and breathe like you want to. Go for it. The sooner you get started, the sooner you're going to get it done, because it is kind of a long process. So, all right, guys, have a great day. I hope you had a good Valentine's Day, and I'll see you really soon. Bye.